Kratz and Matt Novogratz joining us right now, the Candy Digital co-founder, head of partnerships and biz dev and SVP of Candy Digital. Matt, great to have you on, man. You got a good crew here with you today. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So I'm going to start with like the experience for someone who's new to the party, and I have someone sitting next to me who has been opening up packs for a long time. He collects, right? He's very involved in the hobby, and we sat this morning and went through his first Candy Digital experience. So why don't you tell him what you did, what you got, and ask Matt a question if you got one.
Yeah, Matt, I'm very curious about this whole thing because I'm not very computer. I'm computer illiterate. I'm not good at all with the computer now. I'm starting to understand. People have come to me, and we're explaining, "Hey, I got these digital cards. It's pretty cool." And now I'm like, things are starting to spin in my head. This is something else I can get into. And with the help of Scott, he kind of figured out what I needed to do. I picked out my first pack. I took the Yankees, and now I was talking to him. I'm like, "Listen, what what should I do with this pack? Should I open it up?" He's like, "Oh, well, I didn't open mine up." I'm like, "Why not?" Well, maybe down the road it could be worth something, and people don't know what I have back there. So I'm like in between. Like, what's my next step I should be doing?
Yeah, look, for me, I love the packs and I love ripping the packs. It's pretty cool, right? You can do a lot with our packs. Some you can play games with, like those team packs you opened. We had a Code Breakers game, which was a trivia based game that we played throughout the season. It's now kind of postseason themed. So I give everyone take a chance to check that out. Some packs you can earn points by collecting doing a certain chase that could enter you into a sweepstakes to possibly meet a player. Player meet and greets. We've thrown out first pitches of games. The Nationals, we did a partnership with them where you got to have the racing presidents come over to your house for a barbecue. So we're always looking different ways to kind of involve that fan engagement. So yeah, like I would rip the packs.
There you go.
All right.
Which is what you like to do.
Yeah, I
So
think I'm gonna have to
get
rip
after it.
I
All
think I
right,
might.
and then you can get another pack.
Yeah.
So let's take one step back now that we got like the real world example on how Candy came together with MLB and where you think the future of digital cards is going.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess the tagline is we are a next generation kind of digital collectible and fan engagement company. Um, the core of our business is we're really just trying to take that next step in what from cardboard was to what it can become. Like, how can you grow that fan experience by giving these different digital touch points? I just touched on a bit of those experiences that you can kind of unlock through this, but it's more than that too. It's the collecting itself. You just let that alone is super fun. I'm a cardboard collector. I buy packs and boxes of cards every week since I was 8 years old, and I haven't stopped. So I don't think this is. I don't think we're like hyper competitive with cards. I think we're super complementary. It's a different way to collect. It's ways for players to share stories, connect with their fans. It's almost like a digital fan club in some ways.
All right, so I'm going to show. I was a baseball card collector. I'm going to show my CJ Crone card here without the reflection, like just to show people like this is more than just a card. Like it's an experience for me, even though I can't yet download my team that I have. I want to download my team on here and display it. What are the next steps then when I have this and I display it? What would be the not the first step, because you already went through that with Todd. What's the next thing coming down the lane, for next season for Candy Digital?
Yeah, it's really going to be we're going to evolve that engagement layer, add more gamification to this, give you more stuff to do. Like I said, we're not trying to really compete with cardboard. Cardboard's not going away, but what can we do that cardboard can't do? Can we create a collectible the day a player has his first hit or become that debut collectible? Can this collectible start you on a path to this new collection challenge that can enter you into a new game? So it's really going to be evolving that engagement layer is our real focus for the rest of this year and 2024.
All right. So first off, Todd Father just got a glimpse of the infinite object there that has the CJ Crone card. So he's jealous.
Yeah. Well, I was like, dude, how do I get something
Well, that's
like that?
so after this, we'll rip open your Yanks pack, and
Yeah.
then if you get like a Volpe rookie, you can put it on there, and we can display it here.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that what people do? They try and display them like that?
You can. That's an
Matt?
option, right? And the other thing, like I'm thinking, Matt, of the present and the future is there's a highlight attached to some of these cards, right? And highlights, is that included or also kind of a separate operation? And then the one other thing I wanted to get your thoughts on was the future of the world of tickets, because for me, I collected some tickets when I was younger. I ended up kind of like losing most of them, but I think the future of tickets in terms of digital collectibles could be really promising too.
Yeah, for sure. Look, this medium allows us, in terms of highlights, it allows us to create that instant collectible. Last year, when Judge broke the home run record, we offered a collectible that next morning, included Michael K's call. It was incredible. And with our icons, we have those on the back that it has these highlights that kind of live on forever, which a 2D image just can't really capture. And you touched on tickets. Tickets is a big initiative of ours. And we see it as you mentioned that you don't get tickets anymore. It's kind of this missing link between a fan and that experience that you can remember. So we've been doing tickets to MLB games for the last 2 seasons. We've done it for every postseason game this year. We've done almost 60,000 tickets. Fans love them. It's a great way to introduce new users to candy, and they're just really fun.
How do you think this ties into a player's brand, right? Because like we talk about that a lot on this show. We've got 10 player hosts, former players on the show, and then we have current players on almost every day, and they're always trying to think about how they can reach more fans and how they can I mean, it almost like sounds cliche now, like I want to build my brand, and they're not saying it to be selfish, they're saying it to like connect and also grow the game. And I feel like there's a lot of tie-ins here because unfortunately, Todd Father can't meet every single human being that likes baseball on the planet, or he'll be 80 and not have done anything else in his life.
Yeah, look, I mean, I used the term digital fan club before, but it really is like it's this one-on-one connection with a fan or a player and their biggest fans. And in fact, you'll know they're the biggest fans because they're on the blockchain, and you can find them. You know who has the most of your collectibles. And in terms of the scalability, like it is a thing we've done a few times this year, where with Pete Alonso and a couple other players, where we've done virtual meet and greets where they can have the biggest Mets collector, the 35 or 50 biggest Mets collectors, all have some one-on-one time with the polar bear. That's something that it's a little harder to do when you're in the clubhouse before a game and all these guys coming through. So yeah, like that is something we would love to do with more players. We would love players to feel real ownership in this product and really use this as a tool to connect with their fans.
All right, so Todd Father just ripped his pack open. Go ahead. You can. I mean, it's going to be tough to show, but you can at least read it, and then we can show it afterward. Once this is done, we'll post it.
So I opened my pack, and I'm looking here. I got Garrett Cole. I got Oswaldo Cabrera and Giancarlo Stanton.
Big G.
There
you go.
So you get 3 in a pack. Is that what it is?
For the team packs, you get 3. We have a few different varieties of packs, but yeah, the team pack is the standard one with 3.
What do you think's been, I guess, the most popular addition this year to what you guys have been doing? Is there a certain team pack? Is there something that was like a huge hit, whether it was for a player too? Like we've had Pete Alonso on the show. He's actually had a very viral moment when he was on our show earlier this year for his poop homer. But I know that he's done a lot with you guys. What's something that stood out that you think is like a big highlight from 2023?
Yeah, I mean, look, the player meet and greets that we've done have by far been our number one thing. It's been super exciting. It allows this real unique experiences, and we love to do them once a week if we could. In terms of the product, the icons, the core, it's like really our kind of our core product. That is the one that still gets the most excitement, and our collectors anticipate the most. We just did one for the All-Star game. We're going to have a Hall of Fame collection coming out pretty soon. So yeah, those are the ones that people line up for that are pretty exciting.
And then for collectors, so right, like Todd Father's trying to find something that might increase in value in the future. Where do you think he should go, or where would he look? Like are rookie cards being valued more, just like they would in a complimentary physical card?
Yeah, no doubt. The higher the rarity tier, the lower the mint count. So we have 1-on-1s in every set. The legendaries, those are like kind of the holy grail of the candy collectible. And in terms of sets, we do a minor league set called Uncut Diamonds annually, featuring the top 30 to 50 prospects each year. And those go like fire. I love Bowman Chrome. It's kind of like our closest thing we get to Bowman Chrome, but it's a good chance to get Jackson Holiday before he's in the bigs.
That's you, right? What were the cards that you were collecting last year in bunches from Cincinnati?
What
the
the
big
heck?
fella, Ellie.
Oh, Ellie De La Cruz.
We
Yeah,
forgot
I
about him
just-
because he struck out too much for AJ down the stretch.
Yeah, when Ellie was on fire early in the year, he was single-handedly holding up the candy platform. That we could not put out enough Ellie highlights.
So for the 1 of 1, for example, that you're talking about, there's just and what was that one called? That line?
That's our legendary icon. So for each of the sets, like so the core will be the largest mint count of a set, and it'll go all the way up to uncommon, to rare, to epic, to legendary, getting smaller like a pyramid.
Right. So there was one Ellie that was out there, right?
When the Ellie set, when his set of those were the highlights that came out. So those were a little bit more, but once his icon comes out, there will be a 1 of 1, which will be in big demand.
Yes.
And if you don't get what you want in the packs, when you're ripping your packs, we have a secondary market that is open 24/7. So there's always a lot of trading and speculating going on there as well.
That'll be you.
And you can buy, so there's a marketplace too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right. You can buy, you can grab more packs, the whole deal. So Matt, really appreciate it. This is really cool. And it's perfect timing because I'm literally back at Todd's today. So I get to run through, his next world, his next distraction here for a while.
Exactly.
So appreciate it. And then enjoy the rest of the World Series here. And we're excited to see what else you guys bring to the table in the off season. And also thanks for sponsoring the Players' Choice Awards, which we're excited to all watch on the off day tomorrow night.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the partnership. Really excited about it. And have a great rest of the World Series.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you. And here's more on Candy Digital, which we've been talking about throughout the week. And you'll see a lot more tomorrow also on the show, which will feature myself, Todd Father, and Adam Jones is going to join us for the Players' Choice Awards since he won one of those awards a little bit back. Get your free MLB team packs at go.candy.com/pack. Again, that's go.candy.com/pack. And Matt just mentioned everything that it brings to the table, including obviously the digital collectible itself, but there's also meet and greets, game use gear, signed memorabilia, the whole deal. You can buy in the marketplace, sell, trade. It's all there for you. Again, go.candy.com/pack.